It's another great day, and thank you very much for being here. Super excited to have you as always. We're going to present to you something that's going to change your life, something that's going to care for you, something that's going to make impact in your finances. And this is not hype. Okay, but before we start, I want to just say that I am not a financial advisor. Every opportunity has its own inherent risk. So you do your own risk management and decide if this is your cup of tea or not. However, my job tonight is to run through a presentation and showcasing my experience in a life-changing opportunity. All right. So please follow through as we get started right into it. So I am just like you. I've been somebody who's passionate about the activities of the online space. And so since 2005, I've been curious about the online space. From the early days of e-gold, I've always wanted to experience making money online. So along the line, I've been involved in so many platforms, different things, experimented, traded for myself and all of that. And I discovered that many platforms just come out and tell lies. And most of those platforms that come out and tell lies, they never have a CEO with a pedigree. All right. You just see somebody that comes out of nowhere. He's appointed as the CEO of a company. And I mean, there is nothing to check the background to know who is this person? Who was he before coming to this platform? And some of those platforms outright don't even have any CEO. So I've lost money. I've made money. I've lost money. And it's been a great experience. Now, for so many years, I decided to trade for myself. However, even that has its own inherent risk. However, we discovered something special, something unique, something that we've observed for several months. And today I just want to use this opportunity to highlight and underscore the key benefits. But first, look at what China is doing with AI.
This is China's AI-powered doctor's office. And the craziest part is there's no doctor inside. It can diagnose you in 60 seconds and dispense medicine on the spot. When you step in, you tell it your symptoms. The AI asks follow-up questions like how long you've been sick, what else you're feeling, and your medical history. Within 60 seconds, it completes a diagnosis and sends the data to a remote doctor for review. Once approved, the machine dispenses the medicine immediately. China is rolling out 1,000 of these kiosks nationwide, expected to serve around 3 million people.
So this video is being played because AI is making some difficult things easier. In the past, before ChatGPT, before Perplexity.ai, before Gamma.app and many of those platforms, it will take you a lot of work to, raise some documentation, get some summary from a book and all that. Today, all of that is super easy because of artificial intelligence. If you can use ChatGPT today and you are happy to use ChatGPT, if ChatGPT is making your life easier, ladies and gentlemen, the question is, are you sure there's nothing else that can make your life easier when it comes to trading? So people often ask, oh, are you sure that trading, you can make money from trading? Yes, you can. Yes, you can if you obey all the rules. All right. If you don't leave any gaps. And here's an example of buy low, sell high. If you bought Ethereum when it was $300 per ETH, you put $5,000, you would have gotten 16.6 ETH. And of course, if you allow that to run for a couple of years, your ETH that you got with $5,000, 16.6 ETH, would have risen to $4,500 per ETH, and your 16.6 ETH would have become 74,700 ETH. This is common sense. People experience this. And so buy low, sell high is the methodology. Buy low, sell high. Buy low, sell high. But the market is tricky. You need to know when to exit. You need to know exactly when to exit in case the trade is not going in your favor. How can you do all of this despite your busy schedule? How can it be so automated that with minimal human interfacing, you can get results from the market? That is what we've achieved with the AI tool that trades for us. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the game changer. One common question we get is, are the trades real? Well, before starting to promote AURUM, I went ahead saw the video where they did a live session. All right. AURUM Foundation did a live session and they logged into KuCoin and OKX and generated 6 months trading results. It's important to say this because, I mean, we don't want to be part of Ponzi schemes just coming to rip people off. I have never been a part of a platform that generated 6 months trading results and showcased those results. That was the moment I knew, okay, definitely these guys are really trading. So if you've never seen those videos, please make sure you watch those videos. Welcome to AURUM. 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 AURUM is a Latin word for gold, and it simply means we're getting to the golden age of banking when you see that with AURUM Foundation, AURUM Neobank. This is the system that we're talking about. This is the system that delves into the market while you're busy doing whatever you're doing, buys low, sells high. It spends only 5 minutes in the market. It doesn't do long trading. No, goes in, takes it 0.3%, goes in, takes it 0.5%, goes in, takes 0.2%. It does it a couple of times a day and it's done. And every day you see this kind of results. This is a $14,000 account, and you can see the trades for each day is different depending on how the market behaves. Every single day we're making money, every single day. Some days the results are massive. Of course, some days the results are not so massive, but every single day we make results. As I speak to you today, we just got the results coming in for today's trading activity right as I started this presentation. So that's how it works. This account was $14,000, $44,000. In a day, it made $276. Another day, $157. Another day, $234. So you see, it keeps coming every single day. One of the beautiful things that we've seen is the Trustpilot review. In Trustpilot, everybody comes in and gives their feedback. Positive and negative feedback is allowed. Just say what you've experienced with AURUM Foundation. So if you go to trustpilot.com, type AURUM Foundation. AURUM Foundation has over 4.0 star, 4.4 star, 4.5 star. So lots of persons have lots of good reviews. All right. The reviewers are having a great experience with the company. 4.5 out of 5. So that's really unique. Anything above 4 is powerful. And that is what we have with AURUM Foundation. So we're presenting to you a company that is really trading. We've seen trade results, not running trades. We've seen live KuCoin and OKX generated 6 months trading results, right? And we have positive reviews by people, and this opportunity has been there. It's been there, all right? And it's not being hyped. Let's watch this short video.
AURUM Neobank is a next-generation financial ecosystem with a fully integrated cycle. Top up your balance, earn through the trading bot, spend with your card, and restart the loop. Choose from 4 card tiers: Nova, Imperium, World Elite, and Infinity. Each unlocks access to cryptocurrency payments, low fees, and premium rewards. No verification required. Minimal fees. Physical card included. Higher transaction limits. Take control of your finances and grow your wealth with AURUM Neobank.
So you see, AURUM Neobank is the application that helps you take control of your finances and grows your wealth. Who is AURUM? Well, AURUM is a decentralized fintech company. So it's built on the blockchain. All right. And it's an innovative platform. So they're creating things that the world has never before seen. I'm telling you, like literally, what I see on the platform, your mind is going to be blown when you test out the different bots, right? When you test out the various bots, you now realize that, oh my God, this is actually bigger than what I was thinking. So we're here to empower families. We're here not just to make money, all right? Yes, you're going to make money, but it's an empowerment program. We want you and your spouse to have some extra cash. We want you to experience growth. We want you to smile. We want you to be able to achieve things. Every family deserves 2 accounts, one for each spouse, because when you have 2 accounts and you share the opportunity, the family begins to smile like crazy. So let's get down into the, business model. AURUM AI Finance. What is AI Finance? Let's start from the generic definition. Well, AI, ChatGPT, and the rest of the AIs out there, they help make your work smarter. Now, AI can be used on your finances, on your money, to make your money generate some very consistent results. Results that you might struggle to get consistently if you're doing it yourself. All right. That's AI finance. Make AI work on your money and help it grow. Now, on a more technical level, AI finance in AURUM Foundation means we help you hold your crypto. Well, of course, Trust Wallet can hold your crypto, Token Pocket can hold your crypto, your exchanges can hold your crypto, but it goes beyond that. We help you grow your crypto. There's opportunity to grow your crypto. And what are the crypto? One, your USDT. We grow your USDT. Secondly, we grow your BTC. There are some bots, you drop BTC into them in AURUM Foundation, and it will be generating more BTC for you. So you don't need to go buy a mining machine. People say they're mining. This bot will trade, and your profit is going to be generated as more BTC. You also have bots that same bot can, if you load Ethereum into it, it will generate more Ethereum. If you load Pepe, it will generate more Pepe. If you load BNB, it will generate more BNB. If you load Solana, it will generate more Solana. If you load Doge, it will generate more Doge. So that's the crypto growth capabilities that exist in AURUM Foundation. And that's amazing. Most people will tell you, okay, trade, your profit come as USDT, but there's a reverse end of it where your profit is coming as various coins out of the coins I mentioned, and it's really, really mind-blowing. You just simply start growing more assets. Growing more assets, you see your number of coins increasing, and it's really a beautiful thing to behold. We'll get into that in a little bit more detail in a second. Now, we help you to spend your crypto because we are connected to Visa card. We're not telling you we are going to be connected to Visa card. Many people in AURUM Foundation already have those cards. They've used them in Africa. They've used them in Ghana. They've used them in West Africa. They've used them all over Europe. All right. Anywhere there's Visa, these cards are working. So you grow your crypto, take some of your profits, load it into your card, and go spend it in the supermarket. Use it to get gas. Use it to have fun, travel the world. That is what AURUM Foundation AI Finance involves. Hold your crypto, grow your crypto, and spend your crypto. So the spending of the crypto is made possible by a crypto fiat merge. All right. You're going to be spending your crypto, but the vendor that you're going to be making payments to doesn't know it's crypto you're paying. Visa gave that partnership to AURUM Foundation. I'm going to get into some of those details in a moment. All right, so algorithmic trading is something that we have here. AURUM is also building its exchange. It's in beta testing. And so those are the various components of AI finance. You're going to be hearing a lot about AI finance over the years to come, but understand it's just AI working on your finances to make you smile to the bank each time. So the question is, are you happy with your bank? The idle money in your bank. I know you might be happy with the services of your bank when it comes to customer service, fixing your issues, getting a loan, but are you getting enough returns on your idle money in your bank? If you're not getting enough returns, then get some of it to AURUM AI Finance. So this is the big business model. The subscription to activate this model is just 19.99. 1 year subscription annual, 19.99. We have AURUM cards. Once you pay that subscription, you can decide, oh, all I want is a card. You get the card, load your crypto, spend it anywhere in the world. We have the exchange that is undergoing the final phases of beta testing. We have the bots that generate more profit for you while you sleep. We have the AURUM Neobank application on Telegram, with its prototype actually being deployed on Google Play, and integration is ongoing. We also have real world assets, all right? Real world assets. You're going to be able to own property across the world. And all of this is just connected with blockchain, tokenized assets. So this is the big picture model. And I want you to know that when you get into AURUM, you're going to have capital growth easily. The AI with humans in charge of the AI make life easier. So it's not as if they give everything off to the AI. The AI is strictly, closely monitored. And as you make money, you can spend it on your Visa card or your MasterCard. The virtual card exists, the physical card exists. You can have a lot of fun in the ecosystem. One very important factor that makes us confident about AURUM Foundation is the CEO. And like I said at the beginning of this presentation, most platforms will just put a face like this. The first time I saw Brian Benson, CEO of AURUM Foundation, I said they've come again. Oh. They've come again with a face on a slide that doesn't exist. And then we said, we want to meet this person. So let's have a Zoom call. And there we had a Zoom call with Brian Benson. And we said, are you the real Brian Benson that worked with Binance? Because he's a former director of Binance. And the guy brought out his US passport, showed us and said, hey, I'm Brian Benson. All right. And at that moment, we saw the transparency, the simplicity in the guy, and his determination for strategic growth. And that's Brian Benson. He started his career with Morgan Stanley. He was a futures trader with Morgan Stanley. He left the fiat world, went into Binance. He was the director in charge of Latin America Binance. He created lots of innovations with the payment system of Binance. This guy was with Binance when Binance was just starting up. For 3 years, he helped Binance grow. And then he moved on to other companies. Every company that he has been a part of, he has just been exploring how crypto and fiat can merge. That's his passion. How can he had a background in fiat in the fiat world, trading for Morgan Stanley, and he was like, how can crypto and fiat merge and operate seamlessly? He's a guru when it comes to blockchain. He was doing arbitrage when nobody even knew what Bitcoin was. That's his pedigree, and he's a real person. Of course, if you go to Google, you can type Brian Benson Binance, see his picture when he was younger, see his picture when he was older, see his activities on Binance. You see him when he was at Kima and all that. So he's a real person. And many of our members have met him. People have gone to the Dubai office, walked in and saw him. People have met him at various events. So, hey, he's a real person. Now, some people will still say, oh, Brian Benson is not real. Now, Forbes invited Brian Benson. When they saw the work he was doing, they invited Brian Benson to become a member of the Forbes Finance Council. So Forbes does their own due diligence when it comes to, the billionaires in the world of the world. They analyze their own write-ups. They invited Brian Benson, hey, come be a member of the Forbes Finance Council, an executive member. And right there, they wrote, Brian Benson, CEO of AURUM with over 27 years in fintech, all right? He previously served as managing director at Binance, focusing on regional growth and financial inclusion. So you can see we have somebody of pedigree. We have somebody, he's not a network marketer, he's a technocrat. And when you hear him speak, you will know that he's a technocrat. The languages he uses, the language he uses simply the language of a technocrat. All right. So at last year's event, there was an event called Token 2049. This event was organized not by AURUM Foundation. It was organized by, blockchain gurus. People would pay $1,000 to come network at Token 2049. CEOs of Binance, many other companies, they were all there. Now, Brian Benson was one of the speakers on stage, and the title of his talk was, Can AI Make You Richer? He was talking to rich people. So the question was, can AI make you, the rich person, richer? That was his question. That was the topic of his title, the title of his talk. Now, if he's talking to a lot of people, he will say, can AI make you rich? That's what he was. He's talking to people from Africa, for example. He will be saying, can AI make you rich? Because most people are not even rich. So that's to show the real person Brian Benson is. We have lots of write-up about AURUM from Forbes, Benzinga, Binance, and the rest of that. One of the reasons why we keep being passionate about the online space and the blockchain is because you have to find a way to make money while you sleep. You have to find a way to make money while you sleep. Because you don't want to work until you die. That statement is credited to Warren Buffett a lot. But recently, I was reminded of a quote that was given to the Italian generals when they were coming back from winning the battle. And that quote that word was just meant to call them to their senses. It's memento mori. You too must die. So we have finite time in this world. So while we have that time, we don't want to work until we die. We want to quickly make impact, make the right plans so that you can really, really get to enjoy life the way life is meant to be. Memento mori. So that's it. That's the reason why you have to be passionate. That's the reason why you have to be ready to keep learning, keep trying, because even if you've met several bad deals, there is one good deal. And we've come across AURUM Foundation, and we're super excited about that. AURUM Foundation started in 2023. They started, tweaking the algorithm, trading for big financial institutions. I think some of these banks wanted to buy over the technology, but AURUM said, no, we're not selling. Yeah, they had some investors, big boys, who were just trading, and those were the first people that AURUM started trading for. However, at a point, there was a talk of, I think we need an exchange. If we need an exchange and we can have our own coin, we can actually also create history like Binance. And that was the point where the talk of, let's create a community started coming in. Let's create a community. And so that community creation started. And that's how you and I came to hear about AURUM. We wouldn't have heard about it. This opportunity, as marvelous as it is, would have been gate kept by the billionaire bankers and all that. The first bot you come into when you come to AURUM is the EXAI bot. All right, the EXAI bot. This is the bot that does the miracles. This is the bot that makes sure you smile to the bank every single day. This is the bot that puts money in your pocket. You see, this bot only trades the top 20 coins. In fact, not every top 20 coin, it trades the top coins. It uses stop loss. Many traders know that if you don't use stop loss, you think you're smart, you're not using stop loss. One day the market will make you pay, and it will wipe out your entire portfolio, and you pay the price. Yes, you go to sleep and there's a rug pull on a coin. You're done for. All right. But you see, AURUM Foundation knows this, and that's why they use stop loss. They ensure they just go in 5 minutes, they're out. That's the beauty of the bots of AURUM Foundation. They don't stay in the market long because this market is tricky. So they go in, quickly get the results, and they get out. All right. And so for years, this EXAI bot has been creating results. Just top performing coins that are stable for years, that are known, coins like ADA, coins like Doge, Solana, real coins that have proven their worth. They don't trade shit coins. So that's the EXAI bot. And this is a summary of the EXAI bot in 2025. 209% profit delivered. Can your bank give you these results? Ever? No. So we're just telling you, get some of your idle funds, put it on the EXAI bot, and be a part of the amazing experience month after month. I mean, I started this on August the 3rd, and you can see I was part of those who benefited from the 18.32% in August. That seems to have been the highest month. All right. But remember, there were some months like January 2025 that was 15.93%, not a bad month. So the results always vary. So this is not a Ponzi scheme where the same results are the same results every single day, the same result every single day. No, 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 no. Daily results fluctuate. Monthly results also fluctuate, but there's an average, which is about 17% plus. There's a profit sharing methodology. So here's the secret of the profit sharing methodology. If you bring in more capital, you will have more higher return on capital. If you bring in small capital, lower capital, you will have lower return on capital. In other words, every money that you bring in after trading, AURUM takes a share of the profit. If you come in with some good money, the share of the profit they will take will be lesser. If you come in with small money, the share of the profit they will take is higher. All right, so let's give some examples. If you're trading with $50,000, for example, you see, the platform makes some money, 5% will be kept by them, just 5%. And then they'll give you 95%. Oh, you're a big investor. $50,000. Okay, for the profit made from you, we'll just take 5%. And when that is calculated, that's about 16.62% is coming to you. But if you're doing $25,000, the company will take 10% of the profit they make and give you 9%. So not 5%, 10%. And so that's why it's going to be 15.74. And of course, if you're trading with $10,000, they're going to take 15% of the profits So this is where the company is making money from also. Apart from the subscription, which is 19.99, their share of the profit from your capital also gives the company some cash flow. All right. That's why $10,000, you'll be making about 14.87. And if you're trading with $5,000, they're going to take 20%. If you're trading with $1,000, they're going to take 30%. If you're trading with $100, they're going to take 40%. So we tell people, come a little higher, but stay within your financial muscle, right? Come a little higher, but stay within your financial muscle so that you can benefit from the beauty of the system. So this is a cascaded diagram just showing you why 10 people could be in AURUM and they're having 10 different returns on capital. The reason is simple. They have different capital. There is no package in AURUM Foundation. It's a deposit once and cash out for life system. There's no package that when you make ×3 of the package, you have to reinvest all of those things. Nothing like that here. It's deposit once and cash out for life. Now, some people from some other policy schemes came to the CEO, Brian Benson, and they said, hey, why don't you make it that if a person makes triple of the deposit of the package, they're going to resubscribe, they're going to buy the package again. And the CEO said, why would you make somebody pay again for his package when his capital is still in the system? That the money is there and their trading is making money. So there's no need of making people rebuy the package and all of those nonsense that Ponzi schemes do. So that's the beauty of this system. On the average, 17.5% made per month. And of course, you get your own various percentages based on your capital. Is 17% too much to make in a month? Is it real? Because some people go to internet and type in one AI, and the AI will tell them, hey, it's impossible. It's not possible to make it consistently. That is when you are doing it manually, okay? Because the market will play with your emotions. It will play with your emotions. It's an emotional game, all right? For you to be really experienced, you need to practice a lot manually. But we're talking about AI. When it's time to exit, the AI will exit. When it's time to take profit, the AI will take profit. The AI is okay with 0.3%. The AI is okay with 0.5%. It doesn't need one, it doesn't ever go for 1%. Hardly ever, unless there's a serious market pump. Most of the time, you see the AI doing between 0.3, 0.5, and 0.2 sometimes, and it's okay. That's how beautiful it is. So this slide is actually showing you what Doge did. Just 20 days of Doge, and the market moved like crazy. 70% was made. AURUM is not promising you 70%. They're not taking high profits. They want to go in, get out, keep your funds safe. All right, so on the platform, there's also compounding for people that want to compound. People say, can I compound? Yes, you can compound. There's a button called reinvest button. Once you turn it on, it's green. Once you turn it off, it's grayed out. The default is grayed out. It's grayed out by default, so there is really no compounding when it's grayed out, okay? You need to go turn it on because AURUM doesn't want to compound for you if you don't want to compound. Now, here's an account, $10,000 startup. Within 4 months, it went from $10,000 to $20,000. 4 months, it made 100% of his capital in compounding mode. So when you have compounded enough and you're okay, what can you do? Simple. You can just turn off the compounding and allow the bot start trading for you with that bigger figure, in this instance, $20,000. It will be making double the profit it would have made for you with $10,000. And you start withdrawing that profit, okay? So you compound to raise your base capital and you cash out more money. All right? That's the beauty of compounding. But we have different models people do. Some people compound 2 weeks in a month, then cash out for the rest of the 2 weeks. So that way they get the benefit of compounding and they get the benefit of cashing out. It's just to turn on the button and that's it. Okay? Turn on the button and that's it. It's actually a beautiful thing to behold. This is an amazing slide that tells you what you expect every single month if you decide to embrace AURUM. So I'm going to tell you that if you put $5,000, which could be the equivalent of 7 million in your local currency in some West African countries, if you put in $5,000, you're going to be making about $695 every single month. And that means you're going to be making about 1 million of your local currency every single month. Now, that means that in about 7.2 months, you are risk-free. So your risk is only 7.2 months if you put in $5,000. And I really encourage people to do this if they have the financial muscle, because you are risk-free in 2 months, in 7.2 months, and you make $1 million plus every month. If you come in with $10,000, excellent. You'll be risk-free in 6.8 months, and you're making $1,480 every month, which is about, on the average, 2 million plus of your local currency for those in West Africa. Okay. Now, if you do $25,000, you're making $3,925 per month. That's about almost 6 million of your local currency every month. And you're risk-free after 6.4 months. You can see $50,000 is risk-free in 6 months. But $300, you'll be risk-free after 9 months. Based on the profit sharing methodology, that is why you see the bigger capital recovers their capital faster than those who come in with lower capital. Now, $1,000 will give you 1,222 every single month. And that's about 183,000 of your local currency, 8.1 months to be risk-free. So this is a template. You can have access to it. Take your decision based on your financial muscle and enjoy AURUM. Now, the power of compounding is highlighted by this slide, but hey, take note. It's just to give you an idea of what's possible. The question is, how can you start generating $355,000 every single month, every single year, as your annual income with seed capital of $1,000? The answer is simple. Put in $1,000 and let it run in compounding mode for 3 years. And people's going to say, 3 years, are you sure it's going to be here for 3 years? Yes, I know. What if it doesn't work? What if it works? What if it works? $1,000 for 3 years. What if it works? What if Brian Benson is going to get this done? What if it works? It means in your 3 years, your deposit will go from $1,000 to $178,000, and that $178,000 becomes your base capital. And every single month, your $178,000 will start generating $355,000 for you every year. All right, every year. So what's $355,000 going to do for you? Okay, so this is just to give you an idea of what is possible for people who say, okay, let me take a chance on this. $1,000, it won't hurt me. I'll shut my eyes for 3 years. All right, so that's it for you if you're that kind of person. The Amazing Zeus bot is the bot that is performing miracles. It is the bot that is creating success. It is the bot that is creating miracles in people's lives. This is the Bull Run bot. This is the bot I told you earlier. If you load BTC, you generate more BTC. If you load BNB, you generate more BNB. If you load Pepe, you generate more Pepe. There are about 6 coins: BTC, Ethereum, Doge, Pepe, BNB, and Solana. If you load these coins, the bot will be trading and you'll be seeing more of the coins being generated in your application. You'll just be more of the coins being generated in your application. And it's a wonderful thing, right? It's a wonderful thing. Instead of waiting for the bull run, you have maybe 100 million Pepe, and the 100 million Pepe is sitting in your exchange. You're waiting for years. The market is crashing. Come on. If you load it in the Zeus bot, you're going to find out that your 100 million Pepe within 3 months, if you're compounding, if you're turning off and turning off the bot every morning, takes seconds to do that, or every 2 days or 3 days, you just realize you can make 100% in 3 months of those coins. It's an amazing bot, ladies and gentlemen. It's a bot you should explore. And that's the performance of the Zeus bot without compounding. All right, you can see Pepe and BNB performed miracles with Ethereum too. All right, Doge. All right, Pepe, Doge, BNB, top performing coins on the Zeus bot. So you want to explore the Zeus bot. You will be generating more of the coins. Even if the bull run takes 10 years, you're not bothered. By the time the bull run will come, if you have 100 million Pepe today, by the time the bull run will come, you might have 10 billion Pepe, because you'll be generating more and more of the Pepe, and then you're gonna, make history. So welcome to the Visa card. The Visa card is one of the special things that made us attracted to AURUM Foundation. The question is, the physical card, the Infinity card, can spend up to $300,000 in a month. Why would Visa give AURUM that privilege? So Visa understands that AURUM is for big boys. right? The big boys, the big investors. But why would they give them a card that doesn't require KYC? It means that Visa trusts AURUM. You might not trust AURUM, right? Because you're hearing of AURUM for the first time. But Visa trusts AURUM enough to give them the partnership where their logo and Visa are going to reside on the same card, no KYC card, spend it anywhere in the world. People spend this in Nigeria, Ghana, all over the world. It works. So this is Leo Shea, and he's showing us how he uses the card in Dubai on the ATM.
All right, Coach Namdi, good afternoon to you. Remember yesterday, I promised you I was going to take the AURUM debit card. You saw me yesterday with the family. I used the card on the point of sale terminal. Today, 6th of December, we're going to take out some money with AURUM. Follow me. You have to remind me of the PIN number.
You have to move the camera a little bit for this one.
All right, let's go. Let's see this one in action. Should get some money out here. I'm probably going to take about $1,000. All right, I'm going to take $1,000. Here we go. I'm going to go with local currency. There we go. I can hear the machine. I can hear it giving me that freedom. All right, what's the card? What's the card? Take it slowly. AURUM. And here's the money. Yalla. All right. There we go. So 2 days in a row, 2 separate days. 5th of December, we used it to pay for a family dinner. Clicking it on the point of sale terminal. Today, 6th of December, we used it to take out money from the ATM. This is freedom. Take care, everybody.
So it's freedom. The card works. It's powerful. All right. It's a powerful card. Now, talk about withdrawals. People say, how do you withdraw? How do you withdraw? Tell us about the withdrawals. Withdrawal is super easy. All right. But what you need to know is that AURUM will take 1% of the withdrawal amount. That's the fee, 1%. So when you make your money, AURUM will take 1% and then take out the rest of the money. Now, the blockchain, of course, will take $1 as usual. So 1% plus $1, and that's it. Withdrawals are smooth. I have never had a failed withdrawal. Never. I have been here since the 3rd of August. Cash out, cash out, cash out. This is life-saving system. This is a system that will help you bounce back financially. This is a system that will care for you. This is a system that will care for your family. This is a system that will help you regain your confidence. This is a system that will bring you back in the game. This is a system that will help you recover all your financial losses. I tell you, AURUM Foundation will care for you, and I'm not trying to hype it. They have a very powerful customer support. I've not seen any problem that support has not resolved. Any normal problem, right, that support has not resolved, they will always attend to you. They'll care for you. Ladies and gentlemen, this is AURUM. These are some of the key achievements. $90 million plus trading in the bots, okay? Total membership, about 50,000 members. So maybe now it could be 60 or 70, I don't know. But we're less than 100,000 members, all right? So that's to tell you that we are so early. We are still so early in this opportunity. And 5,000 plus members have gotten their physical cards. So that's an amazing thing to behold. 2023 to 2025, real trading, people have been in the game, all right? So remember, I started in August. One of my members, while trying to share the opportunity, met somebody who said, oh, I've been in it since early January. So that's the beauty of the system. And somebody else said, oh, I've been in it since last year, 2024, all right? And people were just making money quietly. They didn't tell anybody. We're here to tell you. We're here to tell you because we know you're looking for reliable options. We also know that you've lost money in the past in different schemes. So you might be scared and worried. It's okay. You can start small, then do your due diligence. Understand what the company stands for. Understand its operations. Understand who the CEO is. And then let your confidence grow naturally and you can go as far as you want. The question is, how far do you want to go and how much you want to risk? I tell you, life is all about risk. Life is all about risk. You can't be safe. Traveling to any country in the world is a risk. I mean, you could travel, anything could happen in the air. What happens? Or you could land in the country and then you start shooting bombs everywhere, and then what? You're stuck. Life is full of risk. So AURUM risk is a very minimal risk. Get on board and let's make history. In 2026, the CEO of AURUM has said his target is to break into US market. All right, to break into US market. Right now, people in US are using VPN to access AURUM Foundation. So regulatory access, all the documentation, they're gonna be met, and AURUM will enter the US market in 2026. And the reason that we put this slide here is AURUM is prioritizing US market, not your country. So if you're not a US citizen, just know that maybe your country will come later, but right now, your SEC and whatever your SEC has to say, it's not the priority of AURUM Foundation. Okay? So if your SEC comes out and says, oh, AURUM is illegal, I mean, whatever, you just have to take your decision or who you want to listen to. What we have to share here is a global opportunity on the blockchain that is changing lives with the likelihood of entering the US market in 2026. All right. So become a part of it if you wish, and let's make history. Now, think like Abdul. Abdul is a guy who, when he was convinced about the Visa card, that's all he did. How much is he trading with? Listen to Abdul.
Hi everyone, so we're just having a lunch break right now, me and some leaders, and interestingly we have Abdul here with us. Now Abdul is one of the first Nigerians that invested in AURUM, and he has some interesting things to share with us. Abdul, can you tell us why you were interested in AURUM?
Obviously the card really motivated me, and I know that there is no scam since this card is connected to the bank. So all my expenses now, because I always travel, so the ticket, the hotel, the shopping we did with my card. This is what motivated me to invest heavily on this program.
Awesome, awesome. So now tell me about it. How much did you start with? Yes, how much did you start with?
What do you have?
How much did you start with?
Honestly, I started with less than $1,000. But now, in Naira, I have more than 4 billion inside.
Did you hear that?
What?
Abdul says he has
naira.
more than 4 billion naira inside this business. With a B. With a B.
Yeah,
with a
big B.
Yeah.
Big B.
A big B. Yeah.
Big
Now
B.
that shows confidence in the business.
Wow, that's
okay, so you were
that's
talking about
amazing.
Zeus
So
as
my
well.
Nigerian people, you need to wake up. This is a real opportunity for us to accumulate, to invest heavily, and to trust the process. There is nothing hidden on this program.
Awesome.
I started in April. I never thought I would meet something in this crypto space like this company. I never thought in my wildest dream. But obviously it is happening. We have been to many seminars. We have been to Thailand, to Turkey. Now we are in Dubai. So you have to trust the process. So next one you will be there and see yourself.
So Abdul was talking about Zeus and was saying,
it's very
you
good
know,
also.
yeah.
Because I have seen now CEO
Yeah.
have just shown us that we made about 89%.
Yeah,
And we just started, I think, in the third quarter of this year.
exactly,
So
exactly.
it's a very good investment as well, because the crypto is always increasing. We have a dream
Indeed.
that Bitcoin will reach 1 million one day.
Yeah.
Ethereum,
Yeah.
Doge, which one is the other one?
Pepe did quite a lot. The percentage Pepe did over 149. Yes, that's
So it's
huge.
better you also invest in that one.
You were saying something about how much you were making from Zeus, you know,
Around $42,000 every month.
every month.
Every month.
Can you
And I
beat that
never
just
even
on
withdraw. I
Zeus?
didn't withdraw it.
Wow.
Oh my goodness!
Because
Can
I
you?
trust
Just
the process.
compounding.
I mean,
Always compounded.
Abdul is making over $42,000 on Zeus alone every month.
Every month.
No way. Abdul, can you please share? Please, Abdul, can you even just share? Like, how much do you make from X? That's EX
Yeah,
bots right now.
on average, every day I made on average $20,000.
Every day.
Every day.
No way.
And this is half of the account.
Abdul says this is. Go ahead, please tell me. Tell me, this is half of the account.
Yeah, it's for 3 days and half of the account of our account, because some will withdraw, some will compound. So these are the withdrawal account.
You don't say.
You know, we made a withdrawal, but yet to be sent, I think, for today. But this is from Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Wow.
Wow.
You said if you compound in a form,
All right, so that's a quick video showing you somebody who is a billionaire trading with AURUM Foundation. The choice is yours. I can tell you, AURUM has improved my finances, changed my story. AURUM has helped me to, get rid of some stress in my life and, clear some of the noise in my head. And I can tell you it will do the same for you if you start trading with AURUM Foundation. Now, AURUM has some partner program arrangements. Remember, there's nothing wrong with having a partner program. Even banks look for more customers, okay? And remember, the exchange is going to be launched. So there's a need for partners to come together, create a community ahead of the launch of the official launch of the exchange for public use. Why is the partner program so important? I'm going to play this video and then NK, my co-host, will take the compensation plan. All right, so listen to the vision of Brian Benson as interviewed by Wendy O. This is the reason why many people are embracing AURUM.
If you had to describe AURUM's long-term mission in one simple sentence, what would it be?
Well, this is an easy one because this is something that we're really focused on, and one of the reasons that I'm happy to be the CEO here, but we're focused on creating 1,000 millionaires. And so we want to create, $1 billion company, and the easiest math I can think of is 1,000 million is a billion, right? So if we have 1,000 millionaires that have earned that through our platform, I feel like that's going to be a job well done. So yeah, we want to create 1,000 millionaires.
All right, so NK, tell me, for Brian Benson to be thinking of creating 1,000 millionaires, he wants to create millionaires, he must be a billionaire because that's billionaire thinking, right? NK,
He's a multi-billionaire. Thank you so much for the opportunity, Coach Nnamdi. I'm so excited to be here. Thank you for the opportunity to allow me discuss or explain to everyone what the compensation plan looks like. For those who want to be involved in building a team or just telling some of their friends, their neighbors, even their enemies to come on board AURUM, AURUM will pay you. AURUM will appreciate you for doing that. Please note, AURUM is not a multi-level marketing business or company. And just like your regular bank every day on the road, your everyday life, you want to refer someone, you are going to get something. Even PalmPay, OPay, Money Point, there's a refer and earn promo or refer and earn aspect of all these businesses, even your local bank. Now, when you decide to build a team in AURUM, there are different types of income you will start earning, you will unlock for that singular decision or singular action. On a good day, every single body earns the daily profits from the trading. However, the moment you decide to build a team or tell someone about the beauty of AURUM, you're going to get direct sales commission, which is up to 18.9% of all the product sales. So depending on what rank you may have hit or unlocked, you will get paid. It's a daily thing. And like Coach had initially mentioned, it is a pay once and earn for a lifetime opportunity. You're also going to get team sales, which is a differential bonus. So for example, you are a Voyager where you've unlocked a 5% commission on every sign up in your team. And then someone comes on board, you don't even know who the person is. Whoever brought the person in earns a 3%, and then the balance of 2% points comes to you. Just sleeping and you are making money. We also have the direct profit share, which the company pays to everybody who has ranked up in the team for all the team's activity, all the team's trading for the day. You are paid that profit sharing. We also have team profit share differential bonuses also. We have extra bonus for rank ups. So everybody starts as a Nova, as Coach had initially mentioned. But the moment you rank up to maybe a Voyager, you're going to get a thank you bonus. The moment you rank to Vanguard, Oracle, Mythos, Magnat, you are getting bonuses and thank you money from the company for hitting those ranks. Now, this is a breakdown Once everybody joins, irrespective of how much you have come on board with, you are a nova. You are a nova, you are a newbie, okay? And the minimum you have to have in the system is at least $100 trading for you. So you can have 10,000, you can have 100,000 trading for you. And then for everybody who comes on board, who tells you, or rather who you tell about the business and comes on board the business, you earn a 3% commission on whatever amount the person comes on board with. So if somebody comes on board with $100, you just make a free $3. Somebody comes on board with $10,000, you make a free $300 just because you told someone about AURUM. Now, the moment your team grows and you have about $7,500 trading in your structure, you hit Voyager. And what does Voyager unlock? Now, Voyager is where you start seeing a little bit of AURUM money. At least you start having small money for small chops. You know, at that point, you unlock a 5% direct profit from everybody in your team. And then at that point too, you will start earning a team profit of 5%. Okay. And of course, once you hit Voyager, the company tells you thank you and gives you $100 for thank you commission bonus, extra bonus of $100. Now, once you have about 25,000 trading in your structure, now understand that you're not going to get a fresh 25,000 already. There's 7,500 in the system. So any other balance of it, and you don't have to have a multitude of people giving you this 7,500 to hit Voyager. One person comes on board your team with $7,500 or even $10,000, and that makes you Voyager immediately. Okay, for some people, you might, if you stay long in Nova, you know, you will feel that there's no money in AURUM. But the moment you hit Voyager, you start getting those commissions daily, and then you now hit Vanguard. Now, how do you hit Vanguard? You should have about 25,000 trading in your structure, of which, of course, is not you doing all the work. It's a team effort. So both your activities and that of the people in your team is counting towards this 10,000 points we are looking for, which is $25,000. And the moment you do, you get $25,000, and you have, of course, 2 Voyagers in your team, because you're going to support your team members to come on board to where you are. And then you automatically unlock a 7% direct profit on direct sales. At that point, the company tells you, thank you, and gives you a $500 extra bonus. At that point, you start earning 7.5% profit on your team effort. So it's like you choose when you want to be promoted. You can decide to be promoted in a day. You can decide to be promoted in a week. But the bottom line is, with AURUM, everybody wins, because if your team is not winning, you cannot win. It's not a one-man show. Like I said, it's not a multi-level marketing business. Okay. And then from there, we move to Vanguard Pro, we move to Nexus, Oracle, and then these are the extra bonuses you are going to get when you hit these ranks. You get a $1,000 extra bonus commission for hitting the rank of Vanguard Pro. You get a $2,000 bonus commission for hitting the Nexus. You get a $10,000 bonus commission for hitting Prime. My brothers and sisters, the moment you hit Oracle, you have now come out of poverty alleviation, you know, and then by the time you get into Elite, oh boy, poverty is no longer in your DNA. I'm not kidding. At Elite, you get a $20,000 bonus commission for just inviting people who want to take advantage of this opportunity to change their life story or change their finances. The company appreciates you. And then these points that we're talking about, or these monies that we're talking about trading in your structure, doesn't wipe out when you hit a rank. It is there, and then you just build on it to keep growing. And it's not a one-man effort. And then when you hit Magnat, you get a $50,000 extra bonus just for hitting rank. Is that not beautiful? And then I forgot to mention something in the previous page, where when you hit Oracle, you become a shareholder. You know, you start earning a shareholder's bonus every quarter of 0.15%. So for every level you get to, there is something new, there is something better than the previous one. Okay? And then we don't yet have an Archon in the business. We don't yet have a Pantheon in the business. For now, I think there's a Dominion. There's a Dominion somewhere. Yeah, HP is a Dominion. Okay, we have magnets in Nigeria. We're heading to Mythos.
HP just hit Akon some days ago.
Oh, he has hit Akon now. Oh, that's awesome.
He has won
He
$1
hit Dominion in
million.
January. Oh, that's fantastic. Okay, so he has hit Akon now, and the company gave him a $1 million take. HP has already hit, has become one of the 1,000 millionaires that Brown Benson wants to create. So is it that you and poverty or you and struggle or you and hardship have a covenant? God forbid. I even forbid it for you. If you don't want to do it for yourself, do it for your children. Do it for your future generation. Do it for the love you have for your parents. Do you understand? So if you don't want to make money, please have a good reason to make money. And money working for you, like I said, is strictly for those who want to build a team. If you choose to build a team, the company will reward you. If you say, okay, I just want to put in my money and be trading and be getting my profits daily, that's all beautiful also. So it's not by force. It's not by force, and it's not a come on board and bring two people to bring two people. No, you don't have to do that at all. You don't have to do that. But if you decide to share the good news of Aurum to other people, by all means, the company will appreciate you. And Aurum is big on appreciation. So I don't know what else you want me to tell you. Now, these are the results of some people in the team who, this is as of January 1st. So this is their activities in the few months they were in Aurum in 2025. Some people had made up to $97,000. Total bonuses earned. Total bonuses earned. This is minus their daily trading profits that they make every day from the bot. 143 million in our Nigerian naira. So if you're coming from any other African country, please convert this $97,000 to your local currency and tell me whether it is not something you want for yourself. Okay? And while you're at it, don't let analysis paralysis kill you. Shut down your analyzer. Listen to this video.
I know your problem. You got a Bruno in your head.
A Bruno?
Yeah, I get one too sometimes. Alberto, you can't. Alberto, you're gonna die. Alberto, don't put that in your mouth. Luca, it's simple. Don't listen to stupid Bruno.
Why is his name Bruno?
I don't care. It doesn't matter. Call him whatever you want. Shut him up. Say, Silencio Bruno.
Silencio Bruno.
Louder. Silencio Bruno.
Silencio Bruno.
Silencio Bruno.
Silencio Bruno.
Can you still hear him?
Nope, just you.
So without great risk, there is no great reward. That is what Brian Benson has said. I don't know what else you are trying to analyze in your brain. Whatever it is, please tell that Bruno. Silencio Bruno. Let's make money in 2026, people. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much, NK, for that splendid presentation, taking us through the compensation plan. Always nice hearing your voice, the delectable NK. Thank you so much. Honestly, AURUM Foundation is a gift. In all my several decades of being online, this is the best thing I have seen. This is the very best. No stories, bar none. So if you're thinking of something you're going to do to raise your family up financially, if you're thinking of something you're going to do to, create results in your life financially, if you're thinking of something you're going to do to make some extra money on your idle funds, I really want to encourage you to work with a former director of Binance, a former Morgan Stanley trader, the technocrat who is leading AURUM Foundation to massive success. AURUM Foundation has changed my story, and it has changed the story of so many persons here. AURUM is a platform that will give you so much joy. AURUM will take care of you. You will love AURUM. AURUM will love you back. AURUM is going to pamper you. AURUM is going to take off all the weight off your shoulder. Whatever weight is on your shoulder, AURUM will take it off. AURUM is going to transform your finances. I don't know how else to tell you, but just get on board, get back to whoever invited you, and take a chance. This is a chance you have to take in your life. AURUM Foundation opportunity is a chance you have to take. Don't listen to anybody, shut down your analyzer. Take the chance, get on the magic mat, the miracle mat. Tell AURUM, take me to $1 million, and let AURUM do the work. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for being a part of this presentation. See you on the next one, Thursday next week.